Are you enjoying the freedom of early retirement, but something just feels off? It's not the financials, it's not the free time, it's that sinking feeling of loneliness. No one warns you about this, right? Let's talk about why retirement might not be as rosy as it seems, and how you can turn things around. Retirement, especially early retirement, is often sold as the ultimate dream. You've worked hard, saved up, and finally have the freedom to do whatever you want, whenever you want. No more deadlines, no more daily commutes, no more pressure. But here's the catch. What happens when the novelty wears off? When the excitement of those first few months fades away? And suddenly, you're left wondering where everyone went. Today, we're going to tackle one of the biggest and most overlooked challenges of early retirement, loneliness, and what you can do to conquer it. The freedom of early retirement can sometimes come with an unexpected downside. Isolation. After years of structure, routine, and daily social interactions, suddenly it's all gone. There's no office to go to, no co-workers to chat with, and no daily rhythm to follow. You might find yourself feeling disconnected, aimless, or even a little lost. And trust me, you're not alone in feeling this way. Loneliness is a bigger issue than most people realize. In fact, studies show that loneliness can be as damaging to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. It's linked to higher rates of depression, anxiety, and even a shorter lifespan. So if you're experiencing this after retirement, don't brush it off. It's something that needs addressing. So why does this happen? Let's break it down. First, there's the loss of regular social interaction. For most of us, work provided a built-in community. Even if you weren't close friends with your colleagues, just being around people every day gave you a sense of connection. When that suddenly disappears, it can feel jarring. Then, there's the shift in identity. Whether we like to admit it or not, a big part of our identity is tied to what we do for a living. We've spent years introducing ourselves as, I'm a teacher, or I'm an engineer. But when you retire, that identity can feel a bit fuzzy. If you're no longer defined by your job, then who are you? That's a question a lot of retirees grapple with, often leading to feelings of aimlessness. Finally, there's the loss of routine. With no more meetings, deadlines, or goals to hit, days can start to blur together. Without structure, it's easy to fall into a rut, watching TV, scrolling on your phone, and feeling like the world is moving on without you. But here's the good news. There are proven strategies to beat this loneliness, and they're easier to start than you might think. First, reconnect and strengthen your existing relationships. This can be as simple as reaching out to family and friends more often. Call up your siblings, plan a regular lunch with your kids, or schedule coffee dates with your old co-workers. Keep those relationships alive. It takes effort, but the rewards are worth it. But don't stop there. Building new connections is crucial. Retirement is the perfect time to discover new communities. Maybe you've always wanted to join a gardening club, take a cooking class, or learn to play a musical instrument. Now's your chance. Meeting people who share your interests will naturally lead to deeper connections. And let's not forget about volunteering. It's a fantastic way to give back to your community while meeting people with similar values. Plus, studies show that helping others can significantly boost your own sense of well-being. Rediscovering or cultivating passions is another powerful way to combat loneliness. Whether it's painting, writing, hiking, or even traveling. Finding something you're passionate about gives you a sense of purpose, which is key to staying mentally and emotionally fulfilled. And yes, traveling can be an incredible way to create new memories and connections. Exploring new places, meeting new people is like hitting the refresh button on life. But here's the catch. Don't wait to address this problem. Loneliness doesn't just go away on its own, and the longer you ignore it, the harder it can be to overcome. Start thinking about how to structure your days, set new goals, and plan social activities now, before loneliness sneaks up on you. Now, let's talk about technology. It's great for staying in touch. Video calls, social media, and messaging apps can help bridge the distance. But be careful not to rely solely on digital interactions. There's no substitute for real face-to-face connections. And if loneliness feels overwhelming, there's absolutely no shame in seeking professional help. Talking to a therapist can help you work through these emotions, and a financial advisor can even help you budget for the activities and hobbies that will keep you socially engaged. Retirement, especially early retirement, doesn't have to be lonely. It's a new chapter filled with possibilities. You just need to take that first step. Whether it's reconnecting with old friends, joining new communities, or rediscovering passions, there are plenty of ways to fill your life with joy, purpose, and connection. Ready to conquer loneliness and thrive in early retirement? Watch the next video to discover more tips on living your best retired life.